What is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku, back with another video for NFL Beast Picks Week 3. Again, Rain48 also with me here in the studio.
I'm 0-2.
Yeah, yeah.
You had a hell of a week last week.
Yeah, 14-2.
Yeah.
You were at 10. You're 10 wins.
I don't even... On the season?
No, for the...
I think I only got 9.
I thought it was 10.
I thought I only got 9.
Because you did Chargers too, right?
I did.
Yeah, so... I think
Rams, Seahawks, Bills.
Yeah, I got you at 10-6 for this week.
Ravens, Niners, Pats, Eagles, Falcons. Oh, I did get both those. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Because Tampa Bay came from behind and won. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you still had a good, still okay week, but, I mean, I had 14-2. That's like, I think that might be the best I've done before. I don't know, maybe I did once before, but I don't know. Still, nonetheless, a very good week for me. So, yeah, what an interesting week it was.
The Bills won by 20 points, and Josh Allen didn't do a fucking thing. I'm sorry, Josh Allen did do one thing.
He did things.
He got his nose exploded.
Yeah. Oh god, that was nuts. But yeah, he didn't do that much. But then again, the way the team was, they didn't really have to do that much.
I mean,
so
he never does against Jets. Yeah. He never does. That's so. I don't know why I got ballsy and played him for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I
shouldn't have.
I mean, I should have started Mahomes. I would have had 21 points fantasy wise, over Allen. Yes, I got Allen and Mahomes, by the way, in a fantasy league. But anyways, yeah, so interesting week nonetheless. But starting off the Thursday games for Amazon, which our local area will have it, I believe on 7, right?
It's 7 or 4.
And assuming the Dolphins will have yours in your local area as well, that's how Amazon is. But the Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills, or Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills, Amazon 8:15.
The Bills are an 11.5 point favorite.
Yes, and they really should be. I mean, the Dolphins, they were a little better this week than last week, I would say, or week 1, but still nothing really to write up.
Yeah, but let's be fair. If they don't take the punt return touchdown to the house, it doesn't look as close as it is, and then New England just returned the favor. So
yeah. Yeah, their offense really is not clicking. I'm not sure Josh Allen is going to have to do that much in this game, but like he did against the Jets. But I'm still going to imagine that no matter what of how Allen plays, touchdown pass wise or rushing touchdown, the Bills will easily win this game. I'm gonna say. Probably have it done. Probably wrapped up by halftime, pretty much. I would say maybe like 34-10. I don't think they have to really even try against them like the Jets. Even they're just not there. Tyreek Hill is missing. Their Tua's missing passes.
So here's the issue. The Bills are famous for having games that they should have in the bag and then falling apart. Unfortunately, I could see that being the case this week. I think I'm not saying they're going to lose. But I also don't think it's going to be a game where they just have it in control to guarantee. I'm going to say it's Buffalo 28, Miami 24.
Oh, wow. 4?
Yeah. For some reason, there's always some game that they should just have locked up, and they don't. I would love, in theory, to see Buffalo come out and just lay an ass whooping. We've got 72 points in 2 games, but that also just means at this point that Buffalo's just like due for a stinker. And maybe it's just pessimistic old me that I've seen it too many times. Yeah, I don't know, man. Give me 28-24 Buffalo.
Yep. Okay. All right, now the Sunday games. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Minnesota Vikings.
On a battle of who fucking cares, their backups.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz.
By the way, did you hear those rumors that they're trying to get Malik Willis from the Packers?
No, I've heard Jameis Winston.
I've heard it. There was some. They made some calls to possibly get Malik Willis, which I would say, if you're the Packers, don't trade him because he's a really good. He's a starter, but he could be a starter somewhere, but he's a really good backup right now.
Okay, but what if you get your first round pick back?
I don't think they're going to trade him for a first round pick.
What if they do?
That'd be different. But I don't think someone's going to offer a first round pick for him.
The Vikings are a 2.5 point favorite. I'm going to just jump the gun here. Give me Minnesota. I don't trust either of these two teams, but at least...
Even with the backup playing good against Jacksonville?
Jacksonville doesn't necessarily have a pass rush. And they don't have... I would say Minnesota is the better of the two defenses.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jacksonville has a lot of problems. So.
And Cincy by far has the worst line I think we've ever seen in league history. And my boy Carson Wentz, a certified Hall of Famer, is playing for Minnesota. So give me Carson Wentz revenge tour starting now.
So he's starting over he's not.
What do you mean? JJ McCarthy's got an ankle.
He's got an ankle. He's out.
He's done. They're both out. They're McCarthy's got a high ankle. He's 3 to 4 weeks.
I didn't hear the report.
Yeah, he's 3 to 4. Burrow is on the IR officially. He's upwards of 3 months.
I heard, but yeah, they said he's out.
I'm gonna go Minnesota 24, Cincy 12.
Alright. With this, I'm not exactly sure because they're both backups. Not that it would matter. The Vikings still have a young quarterback if McCarthy had started. Just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna go with the Bengals because one, the Vikings are a division rival, and just to have something against you, I'm gonna go Cincinnati, and I'm gonna make it. We're gonna call it a 24-21 field goal game for the Bengals here.
All right.
Next we have the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Speaking of the Jaguars,
the Jags are a 1.5 point favorite.
so let's pick them.
Pretty much.
Not really much going on right now, establishing the South right now, but except for the team that will be next. But Houston, I wasn't really. They got to get more people involved in the passing game because I just feel like they're really struggling in that. But especially because one of my guys is on the fantasy team for my fantasy team.
It's Nico Collins.
Nico Collins,
yeah, we know.
Guy. Nico Collins is my guy. But anyways, Jacksonville, they got problems. I'm gonna say Houston. I'm gonna give it to Houston. I'm gonna say close game. We're gonna give it 27-24 Texans.
I'm going with the home team again. Give me the Jags.
Trevor Lawrence.
I said it last week. The fact that flat out somebody has broken CJ Stroud, and the dude doesn't remember how to football. So yeah, give me 27-17 Jacksonville.
All right. Next, we have the surprising 2-0 Indianapolis Colts going up against the Tennessee Titans. What's the favorites?
3.5 points to Indy, which is weird that it's only 3.5.
And also, I got it. The Indiana Jones.
I'm not signing it. I'm not signing that shit.
Indiana Jones.
Do you want me to wipe my ass with that? 'Cause I will.
The Indiana Jones apology.
That wasn't even English that you just said.
It's an Indiana Jones apology form.
Listen, so what, we're going to make a big deal about the fact that he's going to be 3-0 because he's facing a horrific Tennessee team now?
Hey.
I'm going to jump the gun. Colts are 3.5 point favorite. I don't think there's anything they can do to lose to Tennessee here because I think Tennesse's okay enough. I think Tennessee's dog water. Give me 23-7 Colts. I hate fucking picking that.
That still has made my day when I... But anyways, in all seriousness, yes, I do think the Colts do win. The Titans are a rebuilding team. They have young quarterback. The Colts right now are a better team right now. I mean, I don't think they are like a great team, but they are definitely, I think we could all agree on this right now, is they're definitely the best team in the AFC South right now. There's nothing really else to point out for the teams that are going right now, and I just, like I said, they're definitely going to probably win the South. I'm going to give the Colts, I'm going to give it a 27-14 victory for the Colts.
It's week 2, and they've barely beaten anybody that credible. And you're calling out winners of the South. My God.
I mean, look what the other people, look at the other teams are doing right
Jackson was 1-1.
now. And Lawrence lost to a backup quarterback.
They almost beat him.
Yeah, and they blew it. That's my point, though. I think they're the best team in the South right now. And then let me rephrase that. They're the best team in the South, not a great playoff team right now. So nonetheless, I got the Colts winning that. But anyways, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Washington Redskins Commanders 1 o'clock game.
Commanders are a 3.5 point favorite. Man, did the Raiders not look good. Man, did they not look good against the Chargers.
They did not. Which was a positive thing for me.
3 INTs for Geno. Geno had a rough outing. Give me the commies. Give me the Commanders. I think this is another statement win. A little concern being if Jaden Daniel is healthy or not, given that he may not play.
I did hear that.
But they have one of the top 5 backups in the league in Marcus Mariota. And I'm still going to take Washington in that scenario. Give me 24-10.
Yeah, assuming Tom Brady isn't there giving some pointers. But nonetheless, I think even with Tom Brady giving them pointers, the Raiders got more problems than they can chew up. Commanders may have a backup quarterback in there, but they are a more complete team, especially on defense. And if you could throw 3 interceptions against the Chargers, you're probably going to throw around that many against the Commanders. So, because of that, I am going with also what you're going with, the Washington Commanders with the win. I'm going to give it 21-9. Commanders. All right, next we have the LA Rams at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles are 3.5 point favorite.
Yeah. As they should be. They're defending Super Bowl champions. And they haven't really shown any slump. So I think the Eagles will win. Though we'll say the referees got to start watching the tush push because they had some false starts that should have been called on that tush push. But anyways, I still think the Eagles nonetheless win. Give me 28-13 Eagles.
I was trying to make sense of this one because if we're being fair, the Eagles receivers look like pedestrians. However, there's not really much going in favor of the Rams stopping the run.
Yep.
So go ahead, give me the Eagles 27, the Rams 10.
That's fine. Makes sense. All right. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. Your Panthers.
That's okay enough. The Falcons are a 6.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I think that's valid. I don't see the Panthers really doing that much this season, as evident from the past 2 games. Things can change, but I just don't see anything from them right now. There's still a lot. There's still a lot the Panthers team has to do. Falcons, I don't think are that great of a team, but they're definitely a step up the Panthers are right now. So I'm gonna say the Falcons do win this game. I'm gonna say 21 to 13.
He get fined for that?
Who?
The Packers linebacker who hit Jaden Daniels? That was an illegal tackle that hurt him.
I hadn't heard.
That was a hip drop tackle
fined.
that he hit him with.
I haven't seen any report from the league. I'm sure they would show it on NFL.com.
Atlanta, I'm going to go with Atlanta as well. Atlanta's strong point is their running game. Carolina cannot stop running backs worth shit. Dial me up Atlanta. Give me Atlanta 31, Carolina 20.
All right. Next 1 o'clock game is we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the New England Patriots.
The Steelers are a 1.5 point favorite. Yeah, coming off that great win last week.
Hey, that wasn't Aaron Rodgers'
fault. That great win last week.
That was not Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Yeah, how's that going for him? Didn't win.
But it wasn't Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Nah, fuck him.
Special team, miscue.
Fuck him.
Special team. And then the interception, the first interception he threw, it was to the receiver. The receiver had it in his hand, he tipped it up.
You lost by 2 scores.
Yeah, and that was because of the special team guy. He wasn't even on the field.
Give me New England. Give me New England because fuck Aaron Rodgers, that's why.
Alright. I'll lose, that's fine.
I do. At this point, fire Mike Tomlin for even thinking about hiring his ass.
No, I mean you losing the pick.
Nah.
Oh, we'll see.
Sam Darnold looked good against you and looked like he forgot how to play football week 1. I don't want to fucking hear it. Give me New England at home. Is this their home opener?
Yeah, yes it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, week 1 they were home. But still, give me Drake May and Foxborough 27 to 17 again.
Expecting it for the failures. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is not the reason why they lost to Seattle. Special team miscue, which allowed them to get a touchdown. I got the Steelers winning. New England's got a lot of young stuff going on. A lot of issues still there to be developed. And Aaron Rodgers is playing good. All right, he didn't lose because of him. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning 31 to 21.
Didn't I call he would throw 2 picks last week?
Well, the second one was a throwaway.
But did he throw 2 picks?
Yes.
That's 2 picks.
All right. Steelers win, though, for me. Anyways, my Green Bay Packers at the Cleveland Browns.
Packers are a 7.5 point favorite.
We should be a little favored more than, but we should be the favorites. Parson is doing amazing. Jordan Love looked really good. They look really good. Like I'm just saying. Like I'm watching. I'm like holy shit. The defense is complete. Offense is playing good. I know we had that unfortunate injury of the touchdown that didn't count, which was Jaden Reed. He broke his collarbone. We're not going to get him back this week. We are going to be getting Christian Watson back at some point. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But we still got really good Romeo Dobbs. We on the slot. We have we got to get Matthew Goldman going because we haven't gotten him going in the first couple games. If we can start getting him going, we got options. I think we're really good. The Browns obviously have a lot of problems. Joe Flacco's doing what he can, but unfortunately they don't have a really good offense around him, despite his defense. That's my only concern is the front four, which I know you're going to talk about. That's my only concern, but even with that, with our defense, I think we'll have enough. Give me 24 to 16. So I think we got Packers. Go Pack, go guys! Let's get it going. 3-0.
I have so many questions. How? Micah Parsons is doing great. He's credited with 1 total tackle right now.
And he's being doubled. Don't you see the footage? He's being doubled.
1 tackle for 1 sack.
He's being doubled, which is allowing other people to get sacks because they're going one-on-one. You see the film. They're literally got 2 people on that guy. I'm being serious. They've shown the footage.
And Christian Watson might not be back this week, but maybe next. That man's coming back from an ACL in December. He won't be back until fucking late October at best.
They're confident in him. He's got a 1-year extension.
Yeah, they gave him that so he could worry about rehabbing. Not get on the field in week 3.
He said if it was a Super Bowl, he might be able to come back.
Last year?
No, this week. He said that.
Yeah, and if my ass was purple, it wouldn't be in white.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Thanks, Rue. Thanks, Ruby. I don't even know how I can sit here next to you. And I have to pick them this week. I'm not gonna take Cleveland. They aren't, like, that would be...
You're not gonna take Joe Illy?
No, I'm not. Not even close.
Three 3-0, baby.
I hope me picking them is just the biggest downfall they can have. And Jordan Love throws 3 interceptions, but I know that I'm not going to be a mental patient and pick the Browns because that's just otherworldly insane. Hi, Ruby. Just sit the right way, please. Packers 21, Browns 17. Maybe Micah Parsons will have more than 1 stat on the sheet.
Don't worry, it's okay. Go, Pack, go.
I'd rather go put my sack in a blender.
All right, anyways. New York Jets at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Bucs are a 6.5 point favorite.
Yes. I think the Bucs win. The Jets got a lot of problems, and are they having Tyrod in there this week? Because I heard
they aren't sure yet. He's in concussion protocol.
It's concussion, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Tampa Bay do have some holes, I would say. They are a little inconsistent, but I think they are better than the Jets right now. So I'm going to give it to Tampa Bay. I'm going to say it's 20-7 Buccaneers.
You done made me do it.
What, you going with the Jets?
I'm going to go with the New York Jets. You guys heard me say a lot of good things about the Jets last week against the Bills. I did not shit on
Regardless
them.
of the quarterback?
I think Fields will be fine. I think Fields got rattled, and it was early enough in the game on Sunday.
What do you think? If Tyrod's in there, he'll still win?
I don't think they... I think they'll have a chance. I honestly, like... Tampa struggled with a lesser, and people can be mad for me saying all they want, but I would much rather have New York's defense than Houston's defense at this point. They struggled with a lesser defense with the Houston Texans last night. I really do think that, especially after last week, watching, and like people...
Speaking of that, there's the highlight.
That's what I'm saying. I have friends of mine that are Bills fans that acted like Sauce Gardner had this horrible game, and he didn't. Josh did exactly what he needed to do. They threw to the side of the guy who made the most sense.
For what it's worth, I hope Garden does do good.
But, so, like, they targeted the receiver that made the most sense, and that was Josh Palmer getting covered by the number 2 boundary corner. Okay, they probably still don't have Chris Godwin back. Your slot and your boundary and Sauce are above average, if not elite. And your run defense isn't horrible. Like week 1, they were pretty good. James Cook's just proving he really did deserve to get paid. I never thought I'd say that. I'm going to say it's 24-21 New York Jets. Shout out Don with the Tipsy Cow.
21-24, you said?
24-21.
Okay, yeah, 24-21.
Shout out Don with the Tipsy Cow. That's for you.
You think it's going to be overtime?
No.
Okay. Anyways, Nonetheless, all right, that's it for the 1 o'clock games. Now we're on to the 4:05 games. We have the first one. We have the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers.
Chargers are a 2.5-point favorite, and God, should that be so much more.
Well, so here's my thing, and this is what I'm worried about with the Chargers. Chargers did play good, but they played so sloppy in that game.
They got away with it.
They got away with it because the Raiders sucked.
Yeah, but you didn't play a great team, and if you wanted to be that way, because technically you can make the same excuse for the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying, like the blown coverages.
No, technically you can make the same excuse for the Chiefs. The Raiders and the Eagles had one up. Neither of those teams had to travel down to Brazil.
Yeah, I know.
So you have the travel factor involved in that. And yes, I get that was a Friday game, but you're still traveling out of the country and back. That's not an easy travel regimen. You got to get adjusted back to regular life.
Yeah. I just don't know, man. Denver could have been 2-0 had they not leaped for leverage on a 60-yard field goal to block it. Chargers just feel like a team that's very close to being where they need to be to take it to the next level, but there's just some issues that they got to correct. Like I said, they could have had the Raiders game done much sooner. Fumble happened. That really pissed me off as a fantasy owner. I'm going to say the Chargers win here. But I think it's going to be a close game again, like it was with the Colts and the Broncos. I'm going to say it comes down to a field goal. I'm going to give it 20-17, and it might be an overtime at the end of regulation. But Chargers win.
I'm not saying that because I think the Chargers and I think Harbaugh is really going to coach them up, because if they win this week, and ultimately we haven't talked about it yet, but you got to kind of guess that the Chiefs are going to beat the Giants. Going into next week, do you know who Week 4 is on the docket for both those teams? The Chiefs will see the Ravens. The Chargers get the Giants. So the Chiefs have a real chance of being 1-3 at the end of Week 4. Could you imagine if you're the Chargers, you're 4-0, you have a 3-game lead after Week 4 on the division?
Yeah, I think there's only been 2 teams that have ever gotten to the playoffs at 1-5.
But what I'm saying is you're gonna possibly be looking at 1-3 at the end of Week 4, and LA having a 3-game lead for the division on you.
Yeah.
LA
and
knows
tiebreaker already.
LA knows what they're playing for. Give me the Chargers 31, the Broncos 20.
All right.
Broncos are shooting themselves in the foot early season.
Yep. Oh, they definitely did, because they could have had a win last week. So, nonetheless, the next game is the 4:05, or the last 4:05 game. We have New Orleans Saints at the Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks are a 7.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Steelers beat themselves against the Seattle Seahawks, as I said earlier. But the Saints got, obviously, we said it last week on air, that they have a lot of problems going on for themselves.
Spencer Rattler threw a lot of fucking yards last week.
Yeah. What is that? That was garbage, though. We got a touchdown at the end, though.
Threw for 207 and 214 the week before. He's in the top 10 in the league in passing yards.
A good fantasy quarterback, I guess.
Well, he hasn't thrown an interception yet, so technically, yes.
Huh? Something you learn every day. What are you thinking?
Hey, hold on. You want to know who Spencer Rattler is right now? Spencer Rattler is prime Blake Bortles.
Oh, God.
Do you not recall that year?
I remember this year.
That he was a top 5 fantasy quarterback because he was getting garbage time points.
Yep.
Where is Rattler? What is he?
The Legends of Blake Bortles.
He is quarterback 16 at the moment.
Does anyone have him in our league?
Nobody has him in any league.
Oh,
Nobody wants Spencer Rattler.
Even though he's a good fantasy quarterback?
No, exactly. Nobody wants it because it could fall apart any minute. Mac Jones, though.
Oh, yeah, we'll be talking about him soon.
Seattle's gonna bounce back and win that one. shall I say, going to go 2 straight and win that one. Darnold looked much better week 2 from week 1, going from 150-0 to 295 and 2 touchdowns. And Pittsburgh's defense fucked him up a bit. 2 picks, 2 sacks.
And he had a horrible pass on 4th and 1.
I'm going to say Darnold goes for 300. The Saints go to 0-3. Give me 24-10.
I also think the Seahawks win. I don't think there's going to be much there for the Saints, unfortunately. I don't think Seattle's going to have to play that hard necessarily against the Saints, despite what we're seeing in garbage time. I'm going to say 27-16 Seahawks. All right, 4:25 game. Tom Brady will be doing this game, by the way. If anyone didn't know already, since it's been advertised 5,000 times. Anyways, Dallas Cowboys at the Chicago Bears.
Bears are a 1.5-point favorite. I shocked myself when I just said that. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, make sure that wasn't a mistake.
No.
Okay, well. Anyways, apparently they didn't watch the shootout last week.
Well, I think that's the thing is they're going, well, it was the Giants, so why should we pick them? But
what has the Bears done?
at least the Giants is a divisional game.
Yeah.
And
Well,
exactly what we said,
Lions.
what have the Bears done?
Lions blew them out in the division game.
And then insulted Ben Johnson pretty badly.
Yes, they did that. The fans did do that too.
Not even the fans. Did you see the touchdown celebration?
When
they scored the touchdown,
which one?
their last touchdown, they ran the fake knee play in the end zone that Ben Johnson drew up in Detroit.
Oh, now I gotta watch that. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going against their favoritism over here. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys to win this, even though I would like to say thank you, Jerry Jones, for Parsons. Unfortunately, you're playing a crappier team in the Bears, so, and it's also helps because they're a division rival anyway. So, yeah, I got the Cowboys winning. I'm gonna say 28-13.
Yeah, I mean,
Cowboys.
unless there's something I'm missing heavily from Vegas here, and unless it's their concern that Deron Bland didn't play and might not play, I still don't care. What's it, Jaron Johnson or whatever Johnson at corner from Chicago is also out long term. Give me the Cowboys. Give me 31-13. The Bears just look putrid.
Yep. All right, now here we go. The last 4:25 game, Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers.
Niners are a 1.5-point favorite.
Pick them, but you got your Matt Jones, who will be playing this week as well.
I'm in a conundrum in this game. I've been pro Arizona for 3 years now.
So you're not saying Matt Jones? Played good last week.
I'm going to say this is the shootout. I'm going to take Arizona 31-28. Arizona knows they have a real shot, but if they also know if they lose, they have a chance to fall apart and see the wheels come off. I still think the Niners are not as good as advertised, no matter how good Mac Jones played last week. And I still think Mac will play good this week. But I think if it's a duel and a shootout, give me the Cardinals, saying 31-28.
All right, I'm going the other way. I'm going to say the 49ers win, but I do think it's going to be a shootout. I'm going to say the 49ers win with the last touchdown, 37-31, 49ers. Matt Jones does play good in this game. And this might be a breakout game for him, I think, potentially. Now, I don't think it will be a quarterback controversy because I think Purdy will be the starter when he comes back. But still good nonetheless for him.
Max strings together a bunch of 303 touchdown passes. You're going to have a quarterback controversy.
Not if Purdy comes back in and plays good still.
Purdy hasn't. It's the problem.
We'll have to see. But still, nonetheless, even if it does happen, I mean, Jones could possibly go to another place that needs a quarterback.
Nope. Trade Purdy. Jones is not going to do well elsewhere.
Well, yeah, but what's his contract status right now?
2-year deal for way less money than Purdy.
Yeah, but who would trade for Purdy, though? That's the
A
problem.
lot of teams.
No.
Think so?
No.
Desperate teams will trade for quarterbacks with term.
Not right now.
We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, I do still look forward to that. Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs. The 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Never thought I'd be saying that in this century. Against the New York Giants at New Jersey.
The Chiefs are a 6.5-point favorite. In all reality, it would not shock me if the Giants won this.
That'd be cool if they won.
I'm not going to take that, but yeah, Josh is wearing a visor this week to prevent getting hit in the face again.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Russ Wilson looked like the Russ Cooks of old. 450, 3 touchdowns? The Giants looked competent. The defense,
Except for the overtime pop ball he threw.
Yeah, well, okay. Who also thought that you were gonna see a fucking 64-yarder win it?
Yeah.
That whole overtime was wild.
It was weird because that overtime was like the opposite of how the last 5 minutes of the game was. It was all defensive, really, in the versus the offense, like at the end of the regulation.
All I know is if I would have gotten that right, that would have at least reversed one of them because I almost had that last week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I think if you're Vegas or if you're betting Vegas odds, you could probably take the Giants with the points. Give me 23-20 Kansas City.
What was the favorite?
6.5 for the Chiefs. So a 3-point win doesn't cover that spread.
This one's tough because you're right. I can smell a possible upset with the Giants here, but especially the Chiefs. The Chiefs, man, have just looked really dismal.
I would cartwheel down the street if the Chiefs get upset here.
I'll hold you to that. But yeah.
Gonna have to do a lot better editing to capture blurring that out.
Yeah, man, oh man, this one's tough. I could see this upset, but I'm gonna play it safe and go with the Chiefs here. But I'm gonna say it's close. I'm gonna say it's a field goal game.
That's exactly what I just said.
Okay, but it's close though. I'm gonna go close because I just don't trust it being blowout or a touchdown game. I'm gonna say Chiefs 26-23. Give me 26-23 Chiefs. Sunday Night Football. Still not gonna be better than Week 1 Sunday Night Football, by the way. But nonetheless, the last game is the Monday Night Football game. There's only one this week. Don't worry. It's the Detroit Lions at the Baltimore Ravens.
And the Ravens are a 4.5-point favorite.
Yeah, this will be an interesting game because the Lions obviously rebounded from last week, but now they're playing a good team again, like my Packers. So they're going to have to figure this out with the Ravens because Ravens are a potential Super Bowl contending team. So I could see seeing going either way. I'm going to give it to the Baltimore Ravens. 31-24, Ravens.
In all reality, I would love to pick the Ravens to lose again, but I just know I'd have to be a madman to do that. They were too close in the Bills game. They kind of blew out the
Like
Browns. I would love to see Detroit kick the door down and make a statement here.
Dan Campbell.
I just don't think that team's that team anymore. I don't. Week 1 really, really shell-shocked me with that. So until I've proven otherwise, I'm going with the Ravens. Give me the Ravens 27, the Lions 20.
Alright. And there's no bye teams, right?
No, not yet. Bye weeks start in 2 weeks.
Alright, so that is all our picks for this week. Make sure to check it all. Comment, rate, all that stuff. Subscribe. And also follow us if you're listening to this on Spotify. I'm not sure how that works, but I think that's how it's follow, right? But yeah, also, again, for my spin-off show, the Packers Beast recap show, I will be, recapping after the Packers play their game and recapping all the stats and the breakdowns. Win or lose or draw. We've had many of them. But nonetheless, yeah. And then do your sponsors.
Yeah. Shout out to Nikki 222 Scoops. Ice cream season's almost done, but you can still get there for a little bit of time. Shout out to Jeanette at the Beauty Parlor in Orchard Park. Shout out to Rebel Nomad Adventure Gear. Hit him up as well. Wonderful adventure gear for wonderful adventure people.
Alright. And so that's it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. He's the Rainy 48. And we're out of here. We see you guys next week. Peace.